What is going on, everybody?
How we doing, guys?
This is Chappy.
And this is Junior.
Yep, welcome to our podcast. This is the first time, guys, that we've been on the old Twitch.
Along with Spreaker.
We're doing simultaneous activities here.
Yes, we are.
We got a great show for you guys. We actually decided
this is going to be a good one.
We decided to come on early to go over these things, but
this is going to be a doozy.
Yeah, it's going to be great. But let's get some legalities out of the way here. We got a sponsor for the month. If you're on Twitch, you can actually see our sponsor for the month.
The command is ! Sponsor, I think?
I don't know.
I don't remember it.
It's the guy is the company is Keener Precision Plastics. You can reach out to Kevin. If you guys email us at Chappy'sandJrsPodcast at gmail.com, we can get you all that information if you need it. We'll have it posted all over the place, like I said. But we had a guest on yesterday,
which was amazing,
by the name of Sean Michael K. He's a musician here locally in North Carolina. And he was our guest, and we had a blast with him. We kind of talked more about music than we did about social media. So I'm going to play
some of the music.
I'm going to play one of the videos that kind of got my attention that I seen in his. So I'm going to play that for you guys. And hopefully you guys will like it, and then we'll get on with what our main topic is.
Which is gonna be fun, guys. So keep tuned.
So we're gonna get this
that
playing.
That sounded
here.
like something.
Yeah, it kind of did.
Pretty soft.
Yeah, it is.
You said you liked me. You said it was all for show. You said it's making me. You tell me back my things and go. Yeah, I can like to see. This message is in my phone. I am trying to see where it was that I went wrong. Well, she's a monster. She's riding through the car, still I miss her. She keeps me coming back for more, love is a illusion. The spell that she casts, I can't forget her. The devil from my past. Sorrow in a bottle, and I look upon her face. Oh, still she haunts me.
All right, guys. Yeah, he's great. I just played a little clip for you guys. You can catch him on all social medias and
all music sharing platforms.
Yeah, he definitely. He can.
Yeah, that was thunder.
It was thunder. Hopefully, guys, we make it through this podcast and we don't lose internet. So,
and if we happen to, we'll do this again tomorrow.
We'll do it again tomorrow. I mean,
because we want to get this out to you guys.
Yeah. So, if you guys want to get on the air with us and act like jerks like we do, you can give us a call at 980-352-6621. We only take the calls when we're live. So you guys know.
The pre-recording is another issue. If you do happen to want to come onto a pre-recorded episode, then go ahead and email us at Chappy'sandJrsPodcast at gmail.com. And we'll get back to you, talk things out, and go from there.
Yeah.
Who knows? You might be on the next one.
Might be on the next one, because sometimes on our pre-recorded, we arrange through email,
somebody to
time and stuff like that. So we get them on the air. So,
and then we also do like a special guest, like yesterday's video.
Yeah, we actually, like I said, I found the name of that song is called Monsters,
which I love.
And I was scrolling through TikTok and I ran across it, and I like the vibe of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a Matchbox 20 or
Adam Levine
kind of feel. And I kind of like the vibe of it. And one thing led to another, and I was talking to Sean, and he was all for doing an interview on our podcast, and it kind of led to another. And that's like we talked about good, bad, and the ugly of social media. And that's one of the good things, because not all social media has bad things. Now, this is going to lead into what our topic is today. Is yes, there are extreme bad things about social media,
and this thing we're going to talk about is a really big issue.
Yeah, so I mean, you're going to be able to read these. It's right in the term of service,
and we're going to be reading it off of it.
We're reading it right from the terms of service.
For you guys here on Twitch, you guys will be able to see it directly.
Yeah,
because I'm going to screen share it on this.
Yeah, we're going to screen share it on Twitch. We're going to read it so the people that's listening live on Spreaker and
those who don't want to happen to watch it and don't have time to can just listen in the background.
Right. So. Here's the thing. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna share this right now, and we're gonna read it to you guys. What Junior is gonna actually start.
Yeah.
And so he's bringing it up right now. It's actually the privacy policy.
This is the privacy policy and the terms and conditions.
Yeah. Okay. Now here's the thing, guys. This was brought to my attention. I was scrolling through YouTube, and this came across as like a trending topic. Joe Rogan, who has his own podcast, actually brought this up. And I don't name drop. I occasionally watch him.
I do occasionally.
But I decided that this is kind of a big deal.
And we went through and looked for it ourselves and fact checked it.
Yeah, we actually fact checked what he was saying. It's not saying I'm not saying that he was lying about it.
But it's better to double check.
I would rather fact check stuff to make sure it's factual stuff, because like most of the stuff we talk about is opinions.
Yeah, it's mostly just opinions and us BSing back and forth.
Yeah, this was something that we wanted to make sure was factual
before we brought it to your attention.
Right. So, Junior, if you want to go ahead and start reading what we had found, and we'll go from there.
Like the device information, we collect certain info about the device you use to access the platform, such as your IP address, mobile carrier, time zone settings, identifiers for advertising, model of your device system, network, your device ID, screen res, app and file names, keystroke patterns, battery state, audio settings, connected audio devices, where you log in from.
Listen, guys,
there's a lot that they do.
Okay, with just that little thing that he was talking about there, think about this. They can get in and see like what your keystroke patterns are. Okay, they got access to what you're typing into what you're going to go view.
Which means they give you ads for that stuff right there.
Yeah.
And bring up more stuff that you would want to see based on what you type.
Like they have, think about what they said here. They said they have access to your audio settings, okay, and your connected audio devices, meaning anything that's connected, like they can hear you talking.
Yep. Right now.
Like right now, that they literally could hear us talking about this. And they don't hide this from you guys.
You can just go in and plainly see it right there.
Right. Yeah. If you literally, guys, if you go to the TikTok's terms of services and you go down to the privacy policy, it's in here. We're not making this up. This is on their site.
This is their legitimate site under their terms of service.
Like those that are on Twitch can actually see that we have this sharing that we're doing.
I have it pulled up,
and it's pulled up for them. So we're gonna skip down here to image
and audio
image and audio information. I'll read this real quick. It says, we may collect information about the images and the audio that are part of your user content, such as identifying the objects, scenery that appeared, the existence and location with the image of face and body features and attributes, the nature of the audio, the text and words spoken in your user content. We may collect this information to enable special video effects for content moderation, for demographic classification, for content and ad recommendations, okay? And for other non-personal identifying operations. We may collect biometric identifiers and biometric information as defined under U.S. laws, such as face prints and voice prints from your user content. Where required by law, we seek any required permissions from you prior to any collection. So when you opt into the app, when you agree to those terms, you're agreeing to all of this.
Yes.
By using their app, and you agree to this.
And even when they say when required by law,
yeah,
you already accepted it.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have to come and ask you again. You accepted it right then and there.
Yeah, you accepted it. There is no. When you accept the terms of service,
it's accepting that.
It's accepting it.
And they say biometric identifiers, such as face prints and voice prints.
Yeah.
Like Face ID, your voice log. They can use all of that.
Exactly.
And
so we're going to scroll down here. There's some other things that there's messages, stuff that they can collect. There's metadata that they can collect. Cookies that they collect. Now, cookies is like your web beacons, pixels, and all that stuff. Which I believe that's where you were
describe how, when, where, and by whom the piece was created, collected, or modified, and how that comment is.
Right. Okay, now in here somewhere you were reading earlier to me about. Go ahead and scroll down. The where is it?
Our service providers and business partners may link your contact and account info with your account on and off our platform. Let me read that again for you guys. We and our service providers and business partners may link your contact or account info with your activity on and off our platform across all your devices using your email or other login or device information.
Okay, did you guys hear that? They literally, because you are using this app, they have, being that you signed in and you agreed to this, they have the permission to use and link your contact information and account information with
anybody who they want.
Who they want.
Their discretion.
Yeah. It also says in here, we are not responsible for the privacy practices of these service providers and business partners. And the information practices of these service providers and business partners, are not covered by this policy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now there's a lot of things I see here. Like, you can scroll down through here, and there's like how we use your information,
how they share
it, how
your rights, your choices.
They talk about children's rights, other rights. I don't know what was in the security and storage.
We can always just go and look now.
Yeah, we're kind of going. Some of this we're going to look at it as we're talking. We
mainly just searched the rest of that we just read to you guys, because that alone is an entire stream, a whole video that itself.
Yeah, that in itself we could talk. We're definitely we like to know what
the ethics of it, the entire. They just thought behind it.
Yeah. Like here, this security and storage. We use reasonable measures to help protect information from loss, theft, misuse, and unauthorized access, disclosure, alteration, and destruction. You should understand that no data storage system or transmission of data over the internet or any other public network can be guaranteed to be 100% secure. Please note that information collected by third parties may not have the same security protections as information you submit to us. We are not responsible for protecting the security of such information. TikTok may transmit your data to its servers or data centers outside of the United States for storage and or processing. Third parties with whom TikTok may share your data, as described herein, may be located outside of the United States. Now, I'm not saying there's anything bad
about storing your info in another.
I'm just saying that when other countries have U.S. citizens, information, it kind of scares the shit out of me.
Just a bit.
I'm sorry. There is so much trust issues with our government alone that you give that information to other third parties. I'm not happy with that. And we all legally have TikTok on our phone and giving them rights to that. Now, we're going to look more in this, and we'll probably, maybe continue this conversation of these rights, because there are some questions that I have, and then I want to find answers to.
Yes.
Like, if we delete our account, does that terminate the terms of service where they can collect our data, or do they continue doing it?
No.
Because there's nothing.
There's nothing that says that.
There's nothing in here that says anything about that. So, if you want to go ahead and
we'll go back here, take that off. I didn't mean to click that. I meant to click that one.
I just, my thing is, the good, bad, and the ugly of social media is we're supposed to be able to go to a site, any streaming site, and feel safe.
Yes.
And my thing is this, if you're selling our information to people through third parties and this and that,
and even if you're not selling it,
well, even if you're just giving it away, or if they're coming in and collecting it, I don't feel safe about that.
No, I don't either.
I mean, especially when it says in there that you have access to our keystrokes, our face recognitions, our microphones, our cameras. Every phone in this country, just about every phone in this country has
a mic and a camera.
A mic and a camera on it.
All of them do.
I'm pretty sure. The only ones that don't is the old flip phones that hardly anybody uses anymore.
Right, which even then nobody uses them.
Yeah, they have a mic on them, but nobody hardly ever uses them. Unless
no one buys them.
Unless you're into illegal activity.
Or buying a burner phone.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly, I don't know, really don't know why you would have that phone. But the thing is it really kind of shocked me when I heard him.
Yeah, when you said that, I was like, what? Yeah. And then instantly, right then and there, got on my phone and went looking.
Yeah.
Because you played it on TV.
Yeah.
And I was like, that makes no sense. Is that true?
Yeah.
And then sure enough, we found it.
Right. What is... Never mind.
Yeah.
So yeah, I seriously, I have questions. I'm sure we can find answers to them. But, as this rolls along, I want to, not only does this bring me questions, you said it, not only does this bring me questions of TikTok using those, what other apps are using those types of terms of service?
Because we looked into this maybe hour before we started setting all this up.
Yeah, when we got all of our streams set up and ready to roll for the night, it was maybe an hour before that.
Yeah.
So it was probably about 4:30, 5 o'clock. I remembered it because I was just chilling in my room, enjoying the air conditioner, and I was on my phone on YouTube, and I'm just scrolling through, and I seen it, and I'm like, why would Joe Rogan be talking about TikTok and its privacy policies? And I opened it up, and he starts talking about it. Now, he didn't go into depth about it, but it was like an eye-opener, like, what other apps are doing this?
Right.
Because think about it. If you go on to Snapchat, there's mics and there's cameras for Snapchat. Yep. Instagram, there's the same things because you can, Reels. Facebook, there's, Reels. Lives. There's even you got lives on YouTube.
Yeah.
All of as far as I know, all social media apps today
even go to just calling services, Skype.
Yeah, like even that, I want to know, like, how many of these apps, terms of service, say they can literally do what
TikTok.
What TikTok is doing with, not selling, that's a bad word to use, but letting other people have our stuff and collecting our information.
Which, that's just mind-blowing to me.
I mean, I don't know if it's because China is a communist party, part of it, and I don't know the reason behind it.
I really don't myself.
But I know it's kind of uneasy feeling. We have enough issues in America
as it
is with race
and politics,
religion, people
sex,
going back
and all that.
With everybody going with different opinions towards things, creating chaos. This is just adding another thing that I don't think people realize. And the thing is this.
Another straw on the camel's
back. Joe kind of touched on this a little bit. It was kind of, I don't remember who his co-host.
I don't remember who it is.
His co-host asked the question, do you think that TikTok deliberately made this app with these terms of service to collect that data? And
to
intentionally collect it. Excuse me. And Joe said yes.
With the way that they've worded it, I would think yes.
Yeah, with the way they worded it, I would have to agree that yes, that
it was made with that purpose.
With that, in my eye, I would imagine so. But the thing is what can you do? I mean, we can delete the app, get off the app.
But does that get rid of your info that's stored already?
Literally, that's already stored. You already gave them permission.
And you mentioned Snapchat.
Yeah.
They have all of our data stored on a server.
Yeah.
So what do they do with that data?
Yeah,
they store it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure every place stores your information on servers. Mm-hmm. That's how you have profiles and things of sorts. Is
all the different servers
servers they have store your personal information. So I'm not worried about them storing.
Right.
It's the third parties coming in and allowed to have it. I'm sorry, a third party that has nothing to do with, let's just say, we'll just use, because you brought it up, Snapchat.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with Snapchat using our, the information because it's stored there.
Right.
And that way we have a profile with them. And I don't have a problem with that. It's if they gave that or gave the permissions for, say, like you and I started a third party to get their information.
And they just said, sure, go ahead and use it.
You guys can go ahead and pay $10 million.
And we'll allow you guys to use all of it.
Come in and use this for whatever reason, whatever they would use it for. That's where I have the problem.
Yeah.
Because I don't feel that anybody outside of the original app should have our information.
Because that's a breach of privacy as a human being.
I would think so. I would think that, if the owners, CEO, and the people at whatever company, they're basically, we are entrusting them to
keep our info.
information, because there's sometimes private information on there,
mm-hmm.
There's credit card information, because if you think about it, just about everything's connected to Google.
Well, we'll say TikTok, because they have it.
They have gift. Where you can gift people. In order to gift people,
you have to sign up with a credit card.
Okay, so now they have your credit card information.
And now they have it.
Yeah,
Whatever.
now they have it. Now, I mean, now somebody like me who has zero money anyway,
Right.
it doesn't matter. But if you're talking about somebody out there that's a struggling mother or father, single mother or father who's struggling, and they only have a couple $100 in the bank, and some third party gets hacked,
and
now their money's gone, and now their kids and family suffering. I
have a big issue with
a big issue with that. And I don't see how. The problem is here's the thing. We literally, because one, we needed a place to go to entertain ourselves. And I don't think there is anybody in the world that has been on TikTok that actually, during the sign up, read the terms of service.
I don't think anybody anywhere reads the terms of service anyway.
Yeah, it's like literally that fine print.
That's what it is.
On any contract, it's like nobody reads
it.
And that's the thing. Like, maybe as, the human race, we should start really
paying attention
to those things, because now, after our live, I'm going to go in and research some of these other apps, and I'm going to take notes, and when we come live again, if I find stuff after this, we're probably going to go live again tomorrow.
Yeah.
Just because, all right, we got somebody.
Hey, how we doing?
I got a sup cuz, but all I see is
Facebook user.
All I see is Facebook user. I don't know who it is. What's going on? I'm guessing it's one of my cousins. I don't know who it is. But that's the thing.
Wouldn't be surprised.
But if I see, like, if I research this terms of service and I find similar things where they will give our stuff to third parties,
we're gonna come back tomorrow and do this again.
Tomorrow, and we're gonna talk about who else does it, because we all use TikTok.
Yeah,
everybody I know,
at least has had a TikTok account.
Even if they just go on it, because somebody shared something to their Facebook feed, and they go on there and they look. Once you give the okay and you go on there, now you're giving the world access to all your personal information.
And then right there, because I forget where exactly in the fine print it had said this, but on there, as soon as you follow a link from, let's say, a Facebook message link to TikTok, you click it and follow it, they now have access to your Facebook.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was reading there. They have access to all your keystrokes.
Yep.
Everything, like your camera. They have your audio settings. And let's see, in the chat. What's up, B-Rye?
How we doing?
It's as he's trying to say, it's the older, better looking cousin. Well, I mean, it's okay. I tell you right now, that guy right there is very opinionated.
We need to get him on one of these
one of these nights. I'll get him on the podcast, and we'll talk about social media. So, I wonder why it doesn't show who it is, though. I don't know. You know what? I think he texted me. Maybe not. No. I thought he did because my text message went off. But I just it
still just baffles me.
Yeah, it does. And to be honest, I don't know. Nope. I got a nope. As in, nope, you're not getting on the podcast?
Uh-oh.
Well, he's opinionated. Eventually, I might get him on here. So
we might just have to call and have him not realize that's what we're doing.
He said he's watching. He's a watcher.
Yeah.
He's a watcher. What a weirdo. So, if you're watching, give us an opinion on, like, do you feel that it's
morally or ethically right for third parties to
Brian, you want to get on right now? You can give me a call. We got a
Call set up right
now. We got a call center. You can call in. I can give you the number. I can text it to you. No, you're not going to call me on my personal number. I'm not giving that out. Although if you want to get on, you can call my personal number if you wanted to. We can connect that up. Just call my personal number. You have it. Call it.
Just go ahead and call. We'll get you up in here.
Yeah, we'll get you up in here. Go ahead and call. But we're actually going to have a special. This is why we want to do the live.
Exactly.
Because we literally like to hear other people's opinions about everything, and we don't filter people when they come on here either. Because if we filter them, we will make it look like it's scripted. And there he is now. What's up, cuz?
What up?
Hey, what's going on, my man?
You just come off the mean streets.
Yeah, the mean streets of Kentucky.
Glasgow, Kentucky, is out there trying to chase that dollar, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, that's what we got to do.
Hey, whatever you got to do, right? So, yeah. I don't know how long you were listening, but...
Just for a minute.
So, you know who Joe Rogan is, right?
Yes,
okay.
He's awesome.
Yeah, well, I caught part of his podcast this morning, and he was talking about how TikTok, in their privacy things, is they basically can collect and give away everything you do. Like
your keystrokes, your search history,
They have control over your audio settings, microphone set, like all kinds of stuff.
It says it right in their privacy policy. Like you can go in and look at it.
Most people don't even read that, so they have no idea that they're giving away everything.
Exactly.
And that's what we're talking about, and what we're trying to say though is like, is that more, in your opinion, is that morally right that they can do that?
Well, morality is something that differs between people. Some people will think it's moral to do something. Other people will think it's not.
It's true.
It all depends on the individual and how you were raised and what your morals are specifically. Do I think it's right? No. But as a private company, TikTok's got a right to do whatever they want with their company, as long as they're putting it out there saying, hey, look, this is what we're doing. If the sheep are too stupid to read it and know what they're giving away, then that's the sheep's fault.
That's true.
That's true. I can see that point of view. I mean, I personally don't think it would be right to give it away to other third parties without your knowledge, but you are correct with, they put it in their terms of service. And like the rest of us idiots, we don't read that. I don't read it. I don't read it. You won't see me put stuff online that I don't want other people to know. Exactly. Exactly. So, and that's where, like, generation of yours and, you know, Wesley's here is different because they put everything online.
Except I really don't.
They don't care. They'll let the world know every little intimate detail about their lives, where us Gen Xers are a little more, you know, need to know.
Yeah, you don't need to know.
I'm like the one exception to my generation, because I don't post on social media.
Well, I can't say that about Junior here. He doesn't post much on social media, so I have been lately, and it's all been podcast stuff. So
yeah, the only thing I post is podcast stuff.
So I mean, this is kind of a weird, because this wasn't planned at all. We were just kind of, you know. But I'm gonna go look and see what other apps have this type of terms of service, just to kind of know, like, you know, what other companies are playing us for fools,
right? And what they're allowed to do with our information.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. So, cause. Since, you know, you're kind of a guest and we kind of ask the same question, at least one of the same questions to everybody.
Let's go ahead and go into that.
I'm going to go. What is one of the things that social media has shown you as far as like
something you like, dislike, something you found interesting, what you don't want to see anymore, or...
So they're always throwing crap at me on Facebook that I don't care to see, but it doesn't matter whether I want to or not. It shows up. Anytime I Google something, next thing you know, Facebook's putting advertisements for it up.
Oh, my Lord.
So, I know everything's linked. They all share information with each other, and it all comes down to the mighty dollar. They're all trying to make money, and they're going to get it any way they can.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I agree with that because that happens to me all the time. Like,
hell, we made our website, and literally the next YouTube video we played the same day was like, would you like to make a better website?
Yeah, that's no joke. Literally, I turned on YouTube on the TV
as we're sitting there making it.
As we're making it, we turned on some music, and when it went to go to the next, how it does a commercial in between or whatever, it played, hey, would you like to make a better website? I looked at you.
I looked up at him from the computer.
Are you kidding me right now? Like, we're talking.
Well,
like not even 10 minutes.
The only social media I really use is Facebook. I get on there just to check up with family and friends that live in other places like you guys and see how everybody's doing. I don't really post a whole lot. I'm more just interested in seeing how people I care about around the country are doing, and that's pretty much it.
Right. See, that's like one of the things that we said was probably one of the positives of social media is that, like if something, God forbid, happened to some of, our family that are 9-10 hours away, they literally can jump on, the phone or some of them we only have on social media apps. They can jump on them and be like, hey, you need to get here now.
Something happened.
Something like that. So there are positives to it. Sometimes you catch a little bit of news and then you can dig deeper into that news and find out if it's true. Now, there are positives to it, but
there's a lot more negative.
Social media is just another form of technology improving or unimproving our lives, because it depends on how you use it. You can use it for the good or you can use it for the bad, whichever you choose.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's kind of
all technology does that. So
yeah. I mean, if you think about it, you can think about anything from the technology and anything. We had spoke on, like when we were kids, we would go to school, come home, use a little bit of technology. Most of the time it was calculators, but and then we would go outside. And and then now it's literally kids go to school and they're on technology.
Come home
and do their schoolwork on technology, and then stay inside on technology. That's all they know.
Well, that depends on what part of the country you live in. Because my kids go to school and they do their work on notebooks, laptops. And then they come home, and if their schoolwork's done, they're outside.
Right.
Because my kids don't sit in front of a screen when they don't have to, because they'd rather enjoy the outdoors. And that's because of the way I raised my kids.
And that's something that doesn't happen nowadays. That mentality is gone.
No, because if you live in the city and you have parents that grew up in the cities, they spend all their time indoors because there's nothing to see outdoors but, the city.
Yeah, I agree with that. I know like moving, to more of a country atmosphere where everybody's country, there are a lot of people more outside than there was, anywhere else. I know when I lived in Florida, in the city in Florida, I mean, everybody was, they were in their houses. You didn't see anybody out walking around. Now, granted, in Florida, they're all 60 plus years old and you don't see them outside anyway. But,
right?
The rare occasion that you would see anybody in their 20s and 30s down there outside.
They're on vacation.
Yeah, but you get around the country. I think you're right. It has a lot to do with where you're actually living in the country. So
that and how your parents raised you.
Well, like I said in one of our podcasts, I was telling Wesley, I don't blame a lot of the technology issues with children on the children themselves.
Yes.
I think a lot of that has to do with the parents, because we wanted stuff better for them, and being that the technology was there, it was easier for parents to put them in front of a TV or in front of they let the screen raise them.
Yeah, you got to hold the parents accountable for their actions.
Exactly.
If a child grows up to be a bad adult, it's not the child's fault.
No.
It's the parents' fault.
Exactly. And I think the technology, and there's a social media app for anything.
Oh my Lord.
Anything out there. And a child or a young adult today can find anything that they want on the internet via social media. Google, I'm older than Google. So, I mean, before that, we had to go to a library. Mm-hmm. Kids nowadays don't even know what a library is. I mean, they didn't. I mean, a lot of kids now don't even know, the librarian who would, always go around shushing you. Yeah. They don't have no idea how frustrating that was. They don't have no idea. They get on the internet, hit Google, and they're good to go. So.
Well, I can't lie. I know as old as I am, I didn't spend a whole lot of time in the library myself.
Well, knowing you growing up, yeah, we won't go into that on our social media platform right now.
Yeah, nobody needs to hear about my time.
I've definitely heard some stories.
Yeah, our listeners are probably going, "Who is this old guy?"
My education has all come from experience around the world, and all the different places I've been, and all the different jobs I've had, and all the different cultures I've lived in. I've got the world experience. It didn't all come out of a book. It came from me living it.
Right.
Yeah, that's commendable, though. I mean,
it doesn't happen a lot.
Not anymore. It doesn't. So, but we got about 2.5 minutes, and I'm gonna do this like I do to everybody else. If you got something to say something you would want to say to anybody out in the world right now, you got 2 minutes to say it. The floor is yours.
Oh Lord, I don't even know what I would say. Hey, live life for the day, and life is what you make of it.
I like that.
Whatever you expect to get out of life, you got to put in to get back.
Exactly.
I like that.
To get what you want, you got to put the work in.
Yep, I like that. So
nothing's free.
Exactly.
You got to work for everything, and if you ain't working for it, somebody else is.
Yeah. Trust me, and we all don't want to work for somebody else's stuff. So.
All right. Well, I'm gonna cut out of here. You guys have a good time, and I'll talk to you next time.
All right. We'll talk to you later.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. Get some good views.
Yeah. See, and that's what I like about doing live, because we can get somebody in there and get their point of view on stuff, because he's right. I mean, if you put in the work, you'll get what you want in life. Now, what people don't realize is you will fail. So we got about a minute left, guys, so we're gonna end this. We're gonna do some research.
And if things come out in said research, we will come back tomorrow.
We'll be back tomorrow if we find out anything. So, real quick, we got about 30 seconds. Wesley, is there anything you want to say?
Check out our YouTube, Chappy and Jrs Podcast on YouTube. We have an episode coming out tomorrow, along with a live if we happen to go live.
Yeah, we may go live. So, like I said, thank you to our sponsor, Keener Precision Plastics.
It's KEENER Precision Plastics. Give him a check.
Yep, he's out on Facebook.
Yes.
So anyway, guys, this has been Chappy.
And this is Junior.
We love you guys.
Peace.